Good morning, students. My name is Mohammad Turab Suhail, faculty of School of Finance and Commerce of Galgodias University. Today I'm going to discuss very important topic of e-commerce, that is meaning of e-tailing, types of e-commerce business models and features of e-commerce. Right. Students, in the previous lecture of e-commerce, I have already discussed meaning of e-commerce, what are the difference between e-business and e-commerce, what are the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce for business, and I have also discussed advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce for customers, right? Objectives of this class are as follows. Number one is to familiarize with the meaning of e-tailing. Second objective is to familiarize with the types of e-commerce business models. Third objective is to familiarize with the features of e-commerce. Fourth objective is to apply the acquired knowledge in the practical life. It is very important whatever the students are learning in the classroom, they must apply these theoretical knowledge in practical life, right? Students, this is the introduction part. As the society evolved, the commercial practices also evolved. The barriers to trade were broken chiefly by the language and later by transport. The barter trade gave way to acceptance of bullions as the trading currency. With the passage of time, nation state emerged as new political units and with the new technological developments like telegraph and telephone further facilitated the trade. For over a century, these telecommunication devices became an integral part of commercial enterprises all over the world. E-commerce is a process which is happening with the help of information and communication technologies. In order to see its evolution, it is important to see how commerce itself evolved over a period of time. The marketing, promoting, buying and selling of goods electronically, particularly via the internet, which encompasses inter alia, e-tailing, virtual shopfront, EDI, which is business to business exchange of data, emails and computer faxing, and business to business buying and selling. Regardless of how narrowly or broadly e-commerce is defined, e-commerce occurs in various forms and between various entities in the market. It is necessary to consider the various forms that Internet commerce embodies in order to understand the implication for taxation. E-commerce can be categorized in four ways: business to consumer, consumer to consumer, consumer to business, consumer to consumer, right? Now students, let me make you understand the meaning of e-tailing. Guys, e-tailing is a subset of e-commerce which encapsulates all commerce conducted via the internet. It refers to that part of e-commerce that entails the sale of product merchandise and does not include sale of services, namely railway tickets, airline tickets, and job portals. E-tailing shop believe in building strong brands. The website they create are easily understood by the visitors. They also provide discount and offers to engage the customers. The pricing in e-tailing shops is generally lower than that of a traditional shop. In this way, the e-tailing shop lure the customers to make purchase online. The customers also get benefit from the fact that he or she does not need to physically visit the shop for making the purchase. The customers are free to make their own decisions regarding the purchase at their own leisure time. However, e-tailing shops need to have a strong distribution network in order to secure delivery of the products. Otherwise, the purpose of the e-tailing site will be defeated. Big e-tailing sites like eBay.com, Amazon.com are making a great business in this country, right? I hope it is clear to everybody. Students, there are five types of e-commerce business models. Number one is business to consumer. Second one is business to business. Third one is consumer to business. Fourth one is consumer to consumer. Fifth one is mobile commerce. And I'm going to explain these business models in the next slides in details. Right. Student, the first business model is business to consumer model. It is very important model. Under this, business to consumer businesses sell to their end users. The B2C model is the most common business model, so there are many unique approaches under this umbrella. Business to consumer refer to a transaction occurring between a business and a consumer. Anything you buy in an online store as a consumer, think wardrobe, household, supplies, entertainment, is done as a part of a business to consumer transaction. The decision making process for a business to consumer purchase is much shorter than a business to business purchase, especially for items that have a lower value. Because of this shorter sales cycle, business to consumer business typically spend less marketing dollars to make a sale, but also have a lower average order value and less recurring order than their business to business counterparts. And business to consumer does not only include product but also include services also. Business to consumer innovators have leveraged technologies like mobile apps, native advertising, and remarketing to market directly to their customers and make their lives easier in the process. Right. Second e-commerce business model is business to business model. It is also one of the most important model. Guys, let me make you understand in a simple manner. It is one of the important business models. As the name suggests, it is a business platform involving two independent or even dependent business entities. In a business to business model, a business sells its products or services to another business. Sometimes the buyer is the end users, but often the buyers resell to their consumers. Business to business transactions generally have a longer sales cycle, but a higher order value and more recurring purchase. In 2020, close to half of business to business buyers are millennials. Millennials nearly doubled the amount of from 2012. As younger generation enter the age of making business transactions, business to business selling in the online space is becoming more important, right? Third important e-commerce business model is consumer to business model. It is one of the important business model. In a consumer to business model, C2B business allows individuals to sell goods and services to companies. In this e-commerce model, a site might allow customer to post the work they want to be completed and have businesses bid for the opportunity. Affiliate marketing services would also be considered consumer to business. Alliance Now Upwork was an early innovator in this model by helping business hire freelancers. The consumer to business e-commerce model's competitive edge is in pricing for goods and services. This approach gives consumer the power to name their price or have businesses directly compete to meet their needs. Recent innovators have creatively use this model to connect companies to social media influencer to market their products. Right? I hope it is clear to everybody. The fourth e-commerce business model is consumer to consumer model. You know guys, it is one of the important business model in a consumer to consumer business model, a C2C business also called an online marketplace. In our C2C business model connects consumers to exchange goods and services and typically make their money by charging transaction or listing fees. Consumer to consumer businesses benefit from self-propelled growth by motivated buyers and sellers, but face a key challenge in a quality control and technology maintenance. Online businesses like Craigslist and eBay pioneered this model in the early days of the internet. Highly popular online auction site like eBay also provides services where bidders may even check the reliability of a seller, how he has been rated by other buyers by reading comments left by people who have done business with him before, right? The fifth important e-commerce business model is mobile commerce model. Let me make you understand this model in a simple manner. You know guys, it is one of the important business model. Commerce means mobile commerce is the buying and selling of goods and services. I'm repeating once again guys, it is the buying and selling of goods and services through wireless technology, that is handheld devices such as cellular telephones and personal digital assistant. Japan is seen as a global leader in commerce. Consumer to consumer businesses benefit from self-propelled growth by motivated buyers and sellers, but face a key challenge in a quality control and technology maintenance. As content delivery over wireless devices becomes faster, more secure and scalable, some believe that commerce will surpass wireline e-commerce as the method of choice for digital commerce transaction. This may well be true for the Asia Pacific, where there are more mobile phone users than there are internet users. I hope it is clear to everybody, right? The first feature of e-commerce is a technology enabled. What does that mean, guys? Let me make you understand in a simple manner. You know, guys, a traditional commerce is taking place since times immemorial, but e-commerce is a result of integration of digital technology with business process and commercial transaction. The technological foundation of e-commerce are internet, www and various protocols, right? And the second feature of e-commerce is technology mediated. What does that mean, guys? Let me make you understand in a simple manner. You know, in e-commerce, buyers and sellers meet in a cyber space rather than physical place. Hence, e-commerce does not involve face-to-face contact, right? Third feature of e-commerce is universality. What does it mean? You know guys, buying and selling take place through websites in e-commerce. The website can be accessed from anywhere around the globe at any time. Therefore, it possesses the feature of universality, right? The fourth important feature of e-commerce is intercommunication. Guys, you know, e-commerce technology ensure two-way communications between buyers and seller. On one hand, by using e-commerce, firms can communicate with customers through e-commerce enabled websites. On the other hand, customers can also fill order forms, feedback forms, and can communicate with businesses operating firms. E-commerce technology ensure two-way communications between buyer and seller. On one day, by using e-commerce, firms can communicate with customers through e-commerce enabled websites. On the other hand, customer can also fill order forms, feedback form, and can communicate with businesses operating firms. So intercommunication is also important feature of e-commerce. Now, fifth important feature of e-commerce is delivery of information. You know, e-commerce serves as the best channel of communication. E-commerce technologies ensure speedy delivery of information at very low cost and considerably increase information density as well as. Hence, delivery of information is also one of the important feature of e-commerce, right? Sixth important feature of e-commerce is electronic completion of business process. You know, guys, by using e-commerce, we can perform business transactions like accounting and inventory through computer at a global level. Hence, electronic completion of business process is important feature of e-commerce. Seventh important feature of e-commerce is virtual communities. You know, guys, virtual communities are online communities created by means such as chat rooms and specifically designed sites like where people can interact with each other having common interests using the internet, right? So virtual communities is also important feature of the e-commerce. Then the eighth important feature of e-commerce is interdisciplinary in nature. Implementation of e-commerce needs a lot of knowledge of managerial, technological, social, and legal issues. Besides this understanding of consumer behavior, marketing tools and financial aspect is a crucial as designing interactive e-commerce websites. Right, so disciplinary in nature is also important feature of e-commerce. Right. Ninth ninth feature of e-commerce is customization. Let me make you understand customization in a layman language. You know, guys, with the use of e-commerce technology, the world is moving from mass production to mass customization. Product customization ensure that goods are tailor-made as per the requirement and preferences of customers. Like Dell Computer's website www.dell.com enables the consumers to mention configuration of a computer and then the product is made available and delivered as per the configuration ordered by the customer. Right, so customization is also important feature of the e-commerce. I hope, guys, it is clear to everybody, right? Students, these are the practice question for you. Question number one is what do you mean by e-tailing? Question number two is what are the different types of e-commerce business models? Question number third is what are the features of e-commerce? Right. These are the references from where I have taken the content, right? Thank you so much students for listening my lecture very patiently and carefully. Thank you so much once again. God bless you all. Thank you.